Hello again to the Ultimate Racing League and race 2 of round 4 of the BMW VGT Cup from Sardegna. Second 30-minute race coming up for you with a stop, fuel stop, tyre stop, whatever you like. It's going to be a stop somewhere in this race. We've got 10 minutes. They've got to run with the medium tyres. So here's the grid. So this is reverse grid actually. And we've got Paul who's joined us here for the second race. Couldn't make it for race 1, but he's in pole position. Got Sideways George in second, Hodgie third, Firepower fourth, Stealth in fifth, Molson sixth, Prime Machine seventh, Unforgiven eighth, Jay Dyson ninth, Thomas 10th, Chuck in 11th, Jerry in 12th, Ice Chand in 13th, and Wadru in 14th. So we've got 14 cars here. So as you can see, majority of them going with the mediums, a few people going with the racing super softs. So a lot of them getting the mediums out of the way in this first 10 minutes or so. So that's it then. Let's get to that start. So revs are up now. It's just coming to the end of the day, lights fading. Oh, and who's that? Hodgie stuck on the line. Something's happened, he's stalled it, and people are having to go around him. That was unfortunate for him, but very fortunate that no one actually collected him. As Paul heads up to turn 1 then. With Firepower in second. Paul already getting away with a bit of a gap here from the rest. Missed that race 1, so really wanted to get back on to the race 2, so he's managed to get here. Oh, Firepower runs wide, going to lose a few spots, down to third already, fourth, now fifth. So Firepower just going a little bit wide, got himself on the grass. Jay Dyson in third with Chan. Actually, Molson in second now. Jay Dyson's third, Chan in fourth. This is the chasing group trying to catch Paul up there in first. So Chan having a look up the inside of Dyson, gets out. Good clean move up there in third place goes Chan. So now he's looking at Molson now. Chan is going to be looking on the outside. Surely, oh, he's neck and neck, side by side through here. Oh, boys, won't get round there to a side. No, he just had to back off a little bit to Chan. Molson goes a little bit wide though. Dyson also having a look again. So this little battle. Chan having a look up the inside again from Molson, but Molson's going to stick it where he is. Oh, a little tag was it? Not sure. Gets back behind, does Chan, back behind Molson. Now, heading up this start finish. It's going to be pushing, and Hodgie is still on that line. They're all going to have to dodge him. They still haven't managed to clear that grid and get Hodgie out of the way. Chan then up the inside of Molson. Yeah, good clean move through there. Second place, Molson back to third. So Chan then gets himself through, past Molson eventually. Molson down to third now. Thomas has got himself to fourth, gets him past Jay Dyson, so here comes Thomas. Jay Dyson then in fifth, Thomas. Having a look at Molson. Going to get him up here on the inside, I'm sure. Oh, cyber a little tag, door to door, but that's fine. Thomas just let Molson have it back a little bit, and now they're back off and running again. Molson still just holding off Thomas, but Thomas is going to get him up here at the hairpin. Oh, is he? Well, he should do. Oh, not quite. He just tagged the outside of that wall, just slowed his progress down a little bit. That's going to allow Dyson to get on the back of Thomas now, and there's 3 cars in a row. What a great battle this is, early doors. Oh, they're all running wide. Everyone's got on the grass. Again, very easy done there, because you're trying to go flat out through there. Thomas gets there, he does. Oh, and Paul's actually dropped down to second, so he's had an issue, and I think that was Chuck. Chuck's lost it. He's going to lose a few spots. He does. All the way back. Oh, it was more than a few, wasn't it? He's going to lose. He's going to go all the way back down to 10th. Because Firepower goes through as well. And again, Chuck loses it big time. So has he got a mechanical issue with the car after that first bang? Maybe something's happened. But anyway, he could lose 12th place here as well, because Wadru is just steamed past him. There he goes. So Chucked it back to 13th. So Chuck with a couple of dreadful corners there. But as I said, Paul, or Chan I should say, has taken up the lead from Paul. So I'm not too sure what's happening with Paul. Maybe he's fuel saving already. We're 4 minutes into this race, a little early, but unless it was just a genuine mistake, not sure. But car looks pretty, I don't like there's any scuff, so maybe he's just started to fuel save early, as they're going to have to in this race. Chan, meanwhile, he's not fuel saving, is he? Ta-da, he said he's gone. So Chan absolutely steaming away. He's Chan. He said, what's fuel saving? Don't know what that means. I'm going. Chan then takes up the lead here. Looking good too. So close to getting that win in race 1, wasn't he? Well, not close, but you know what I mean. Getting second. You really do want that first if you're coming second, really, but there was such a huge gap between him and Wadru in the end. But Chan's going for it here, isn't he? Paul, meanwhile, is under pressure from Thomas and Molson, and Thomas is going to get him surely. So Paul can only be fuel shaving. It can only be that, because he looks really slow in comparison. They're all just going past him. Molson's past him as well. It's Paul now down to 4th. Joe Dyson's going to get him as well, I think. He does. So from 1st to 5th, just like that. Paul, I haven't said that, goes back round the outside of Dyson. Good move. But so 4th place, Dyson. 5th, maybe Paul's, maybe there was a little issue with the gearbox or something, and maybe because he looks like he's back on it again. Thomas has got himself to 2nd, so Thomas up to 2nd, then he's going to be chasing, trying to get close to Chan. Now Paul attacking Molson. So Paul's back on it again, so I'm not quite sure what the issue was there. So maybe he thought, well, no one else is fuel saving, why should I? I might as well just go for it. So maybe I was only driving the car, I don't know, but possibly that's what I was thinking. But anyway, I can't remember what happened yesterday, let alone what happened a couple of weeks ago, but nevertheless, 4th place. Jay Dyson still. Paul goes wide, they both do really, but that was quite a big hit from Paul. On the barriers, sparks flying, and Jay Dyson then sticks with him. Then there's a gap back to Jerry, quite a big gap actually back to Jerry, but he's in 6th place. But he certainly must be fuel saving, I think, and Unforgiven in the background. I just see getting it off shape a little bit. 7th is Prime, then you've got Firepower, Unforgiven, Stealth. So you've got these 3 now. Unforgiven really going for it again. I did see him lose it a little bit, but didn't lose himself that much time. Gets up the inside, or outside I should say, of Firepower. So he's going to get there. Is Stealth going to get onto Firepower too? It does, up the inside to Stealth. So good move. So Stealth up to 9th, Firepower drops that down to 10th. There's a good little 3-car battle here. Again, quite a big field of cars, 14 out here. So, trying to see all the incidents. It's going to be a tough job, but somebody's going to do it. Stealth in, tight round that left hander, getting as close as he can to that inside wall. He's right on the back of Unforgiven. Heading up the hill here, this fast section, they reach this hairpin, going to drop it down 3 or 4 gears, up to 2nd place, gets through. Good move from Stealth. Unforgiven's not going to let him have it easily though, is he? But he does get there, Stealth, gets himself into 8th then. Unforgiven back down to 9th. And Firepower 10th. He's still hunting him down, and Wadru, here he comes in 11th. It's on the back of Firepower now. He can get past and clear of Firepower, which he has already around this left-hander. He's got a whole stream of cars in front of him, which, if he can get into their slip, it's going to allow him to get even further up the order. Let's just have a look, see. He's already gone away from Firepower now. Sideways George also getting onto the back of Firepower. So Wadru. And look at Unforgiven, who's ahead of him. Can he do something about him? Well, not yet, but there's still a little battle going on though with Stealth and Unforgiven. Look at this. Pushing each other along. Stealth still holding off Unforgiven though, so still in 8th. Unforgiven, not going to have that, is he? Wadru right up the back, and this little battle that these are having has allowed Wadru to get onto the back of them. So, what can these boys do? Can they hold him off? Oh, I don't know, they're sliding it around the corner, that's all I know. That's all I can see. And again, sparks flying. Wadru, I think, actually made a little mistake there because he's dropped back a little bit there, so uncharacteristic mistake, I think, from Wadru. Wasn't a big one, but still a slight mistake. Unforgiven up the inside. He's got that place back then from Stealth, so Unforgiven up to 8th. I don't think anyone's fuel saving actually, are they? Not now. Sod it, they said. We're all going for it. So Stealth then, Wadru. We've got Firepower being handled now, or hassled I should say, by Chuck, and Firepower all goes off, gets himself out. Chuck gets past, so Chuck into 11th then. Fireman's through. Firepower back to 12th. Oh, what's happened there? Firepower, did he miss a gear or something? Did he just lock up? Not sure. But I see a little bit of smoke coming up there. Might have locked the tyres. Going around that left-hand hairpin. And Sideways in 13th. And actually, we've lost someone because he's at the back. We did have 14 cars to start with. Not too sure who we've lost. Is it Team Silver? Not sure now. But anyway, 13 cars now in the mix. See how our leader's getting on. Well, he's doing a Wadru, isn't he? He's got himself up there, up top. He's not looked back, has he, Chand? He's going for it, absolutely going for it. Hitting his markers, keeping it clean. Looking pretty comfortable out there, 11 minutes into this race. And doesn't really need to push too hard. Such as the gap he's got. He can actually afford to fuel save a little bit now, if he wanted to. I mean, I don't think he will, but he's got that option, hasn't he, of course. Now, of course, it's 11 minutes, so guys who's on the mediums, I mean, Chan's on the super softs, actually, which is another reason why he is so far out in front, actually. But 11 minutes, or 12 minutes now, so are any of the medium boys going to come in? Well, here's your first medium driver, Thomas, and he's not. So he's in second. Jay Dyson, he's not either. Molson, no. So none of the boys at the moment are coming in. Molson 4th, Paul still at 5th. Jerry 6th. So there is all your medium group. So it's only Chand out of those top 6 on the super softs, which would explain why it's so far ahead. Wadru. No, none of them are coming yet. But Wadru's got through, and he's got himself the 7th, so Wadru has got through on Unforgiven, or no, he hasn't actually. Unforgiven gets him back, so Unforgiven. Wadru Prime is in the mix here as well. So Unforgiven and Wadru though, having a great little battle here. Swapping positions. Pushing each other along. Wadru right in the back of Unforgiven. Heading round the left-hander, sweeping left-hander. Watch the barrier, little sparks through it, yeah, little touch there, but again, easily done. Doesn't really affect your speed if you do that. And Wadru now up the inside of Unforgiven. He's going to get him up the inside here, hard on the brakes. He's already passed him, 7th place it is. Wadru is through. Yeah, Unforgiven. Give him some space as well. So Wadru through to 7th now. Is he going to clear off and leave Unforgiven? Well, he is a little bit, but Unforgiven still absolutely going for it, gunning it. Oh, nearly tagged the back of Wadru. That was very close. He got himself in to the back of him and he nearly tagged him. That could have been disastrous for both of them. Unforgiven then, 8th. Prime Machine in 9th, being hounded now and chased down by Chuck in 10th. Oh, and Chuck's the first one to blink, so Molson as well. So both of those are in. Chuck and Molson are in. Sideways and Firepower is in, so Sideways promotes up to 10th. 3 of them are in now after 14 minutes. Going on to those super softs. Let's just go back to that Unforgiven Wadru battle. Well, Wadru's now sort of cleared off a little bit, hasn't he? In 6th place, Jerry in 5th. On his own a little bit with Paul instead of him in 4th, sorry. So we've got 3 drivers then, Molson, Firepower, Chuck, who's all gone in, changed their tyres. So we'll be interested to see how they go now. Here they are, there's Chuck, ahead of Molson, Molson ahead of Chuck I should say. So these are fueled up, changed the tyres, halfway through the race. Should be enough to see them through to the end now without having to fuel save anymore. So Molson 11th, Chuck 12th, Firepower 13th. So that's where they come out now, and when the next blinks. I don't think Chand is he? Our leader? No, he's on the super softs. He's going to run these as long as he possibly can, as long as the fuel will allow him. Probably got a few more laps then in the tank now. Thomas and Jay Dyson are in. That gets Paul up to 2nd then, because he's going on. He's going to have another lap on the mediums. Jerry, Thomas and Jay Dyson and Unforgiven. So there's 4 more then in the pits. 5 now. Prime's in, Stealth's in. So he's in the super soft. Is actually going to change to the mediums, his Stealth. So pretty much everyone's in now, with the exception of Chand and Paul and Wadru. So Wadru up to 3rd now. And he hasn't gone in yet either, has he? Sideways 4th. Another one who hasn't gone in. And then it's a start from Thomas onwards, really, of all the boys that have come in, fueled up and changed. So it's just really the top 4 that haven't done anything yet. Thomas then on his own in 5th place, heading around the around the left and the right handers. Molson 6th. Jay Dyson not that far behind, trying to get onto the back of Molson if he can. You can see the difference, can't you? Just in the pace of the cars. Visually you can see that they're quicker once they've been fueled up and got those super softs on. So you can tell straight away the difference. So let's have a quick look up and see what happens. See if Paul and Wadru come in. Yeah, there we go, right on cue, Paul's in. So he's changing now. 17 minutes into this race, Wadru is also in. So yes, there you go. So Sideways has got to be the next one in, I would have thought. Let's have a look. Is he going to stay out for another one? I don't think he's got the fuel to. No, he's going to come in. So there you go. So it's only Chan now. He's got to come in to change the mediums. Got a few minutes left on those. Thomas, let's go to Thomas and see. Here he goes. He's going to get up to 2nd place as he passes them all. As they're in the pits there. Molson also into 3rd. Joe Dyson 4th. So all streaming past them now as they sit in the pits getting serviced. And Paul though does come out in 5th. So there you go. So actually, not sure Paul. Well, he's lost 1 place, hasn't he? Through that pit stop, so it's whether he can now get himself onto the back of Molson and Dyson. Jerry in 6th behind Paul. There he is. He's been in already, so his tyres are well warm. They're warmer than Paul's anyway, let's put it that way. Chuck as well, little battle here though with Wadru. Chuck is going to be handed down and goes down to 8th, loses place to Wadru. So Wadru in the 7th. I think he did come in, didn't he, Wadru? So Wadru back to 7th, I should say. So he get past Chuck already. I think that was kind of part of the run out of the pits. Actually got him onto the back of Chuck and got past him in the end. Unforgiven in 9th. Chan's in now, so our leader's in. So let's go back to Thomas and see where he's going to come out, and he's quite a long way back, and I think Chan's got this in the bag, you know, because Thomas has still got a couple of corners to go before he even hits the start or finish round this left-hander. Then he's got the sweeping right-hander. Chan, meanwhile, is coming out of the pits now. Here he is. So he's going to be well clear, and that's good strategy from Chan. Remains in first, and he's all the way to the end now. Easy going to get this done. There's Thomas coming across the start or finish now. So there's your gap, huge gap. So Chan, I think, has probably got this one. Race 2. There's no reason why he shouldn't. He's got a lovely big gap. He's done his stop, and he can go to the end now. Can Chan. Dyson, meanwhile, has got himself up to 3rd place, so he did get past Molson. So Dyson looking for a podium finish here, and why not? Looks like he's sort of tamed that BMW here in race 2. Was having a few squiggly moments here in race 1, if I recall. It looks like he's got it under control a little bit better here. Molson, meanwhile, in 4th though. He's going to stick with him. If you can get close enough, you could get that 3rd place back, because that's what he's going to want. Molson is going to want that podium spot, and he's going to want it badly. It looks like he fancies it too. With what, 10 minutes left, so plenty of time. In fact, doesn't even need to rush to try and get his 3rd place. If he can just stick with Dyson until the end and then pounce if he gets the opportunity, but he needs to stick with him. Oh, the squiggle, and that's going to help Molson. Squiggle from Jay Dyson, and there he goes. Molson's right on him now, so no, why wait? Might as well go for it now, and there he goes, 3rd place. He had no point in sitting behind then. He had the momentum, and he had a lot more momentum because of Jay Dyson's little moment. But Jay Dyson's going to fight back. Is he going to get him up here at turn 1? Oh, and he loses, slides it around now, and that's going to slow him down a little bit. So he's really pushing hard. Just as I was saying, he's tamed the machine. Well, he has, but if he's going to really push it hard, he's going to lose it. And yeah, again, a little bit squiggly. Both run a bit wide. No big dramas there, though. Dyson then, still with Molson. Stick with this for a second. Dyson looks like he got a good run out there, actually. He's a slightly better run out there than Molson did. So Dyson, can he get himself into the slip now, up this fast? So straight, it's not exactly straight, but it's a fast section. No, it's not going to be close enough. It's going to be a lunge if he goes up the inside here. No, didn't even think about that. So 4th place then for Jay Dyson. Molson still holding off, sticking in 3rd. Let's have a look. Thomas, is he catching Chan? Well, not really, but he's comfortable in his 2nd. He'll take 2nd for sure. Paul Thomas. There's that battle again. And we've got Paul, who's actually catching them, isn't he? So Paul in 5th is actually catching Jay Dyson and Molson. Let's just have a look, see if he can get onto the back of these two. Maybe he can get a podium place. Not that far off, is he? But he's on his own a little bit, a bit isolated there with 5th at the moment. Oh, just catches the curb a bit there, does Paul. Nearly lost it, but he kept it on the black stuff. Again, riding those curbs. It's not the quickest. If you keep hitting them curves like that, end up with a punch or two. Got to be a little bit careful, does Paul. But he is pushing, slides it round there, a little bit of oversteer. So Paul then in 5th, Jerry in 6th now, being chased down by Wadru in 7th. So Wadru actually has remained in 7th, hasn't he? He's not really gathered any momentum here. Having said that, he is closing in on Jerry, but time's running out too as we approach the last 6 minutes of this race. Third of the second and final race from Sardegna. Well, perhaps he will get 6th place off of Jerry. Taking nothing away from Jerry, it just looks like Wadru, he's pushing really hard now. It looks like he's going to be on it. Chuck then in 8th. Again, just on his own a little bit. Can he get himself onto the back of Jerry and Wadru? There's the gap there, not sure. Unforgiven 9th. It's all kind of settled back here, isn't it? With Prime in 10th. Oh, and his little battle here for 11th and 12th. Against the 2 Scots actually, Stealth and Sideways George. So Sideways is going to be right up the back, so the 2 countrymen and the little battle here for 11th and 12th place. Now Sideways, can he get Stealth up here at turn 1? He's well in the slip now. Stealth's going to defend for sure. Not quite, Sideways. Still remains in 12th then. A great little battle here at the back of the field. This is going to go on to the end, I fancy. Let's see how our leader's getting on. Well, he's still there, isn't he? Chand. Really good driving from Chand here in race 2. Got some good points here tonight. Got a good 2nd place in race 1. It looks like he's going to wrap it up with a victory here in race 2. Chand then, where he's been most of the race out front on his own, looking comfortable. And well, that's about all I can say really. Pretty good to me. Thomas then, 2nd place. I think he's going to settle with that now, considering where he was at the start of this race after that off. To get himself back to 2nd. Did really well. Okay, Dyson. Oh, and he's under pressure still from Molson. So little battle here for 3rd and 4th. So this rages on. Molson hasn't given up. He still wants that 3rd place, as you would expect, and he's up the inside of Joe Dyson now. He's going to get it here. He's going to get his 3rd place back, and he has. There you go. Good pass. Nice and clean. Jay Dyson giving room as well. So nice and clean. Nice pass there. Paul though, he's looking as well, and Paul's on him. Oh, he's getting there, isn't he? Paul's slowly reeling them in, but we're into the last few minutes. I don't know if he's going to have time to actually get past them. But this is generating into a 3-car battle here for 3rd, 4th and 5th place, heading into these last couple of minutes. Joe Dyson still right up the back of Molson. He's going to have a look again for that 3rd place, isn't he, by the time we get to turn 1. Can he get there, Joe Dyson? Not close enough at the moment. He's got to be right up the back of him. No, he's not going to get there. He's going to be too far back. Molson will defend anyway a little bit, and there he goes. So Jay Dyson then still in 4th. Paul, and Paul's right on him now, and Paul's got there, I think. So Paul now, can he get himself into 4th place at least? Yeah, let's just stick with this little 3-car battle. Wadru, just off the back of Paul as well. So Wadru's up to 6th now, Jerry back to 7th. It's not what you want to see in your rear view mirror, is Wadru, but Paul's got more things to worry about, and that's the 2 cars ahead of him. Can he get into this little mix here? These two are battling it still. Because they're battling hard, it's allowing Paul to catch them. And here we go. We've got a good little three-car battle here going on. Molson still gets that third place, still keeps it there. Jay Dyson fourth. Paul having a look, nearly got up the inside of Jay Dyson, but didn't quite get there. In fact, might have had a look and might have had to have just backed off a little bit, Paul. Otherwise, he was going to hit Jay Dyson, and I think that's allowed him to get away from him a little bit. Wadrew's in it as well, so now we've got 4 cars. Wadrew's now got onto the back of Paul. So here we go, folks. Little snake cars now heading up this start and finish. Who can get in, who's slip? Well, Dyson's certainly going to get into Molson. Paul's a little bit further back. He's not going to be close enough. Can't get into their slip from that far back. Dyson's going to have a look, isn't he? Got Molson coming up here to turn 1. On the outside though, Molson defends. Can he get there? He does, goes around the outside, and I think Paul's having a look at Molson too. And no, but Molson loses 3rd place then. Molson back to 4th. Paul had a look at Molson, but thought better of it. So remains in 5th. Wadrew's there as well now. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. All in shot there. Jay Dyson just pulled away. Final lap now. Comes round quick, these laps, and these 30 minutes is up already. And now there's a little battle on this Dyson. Oh, a big hit from Paul. That's going to allow Wadrew surely to get up the outside of Paul now. That's going to slow him down, Paul. Yeah, he's going to lose that, and he has already. If Wadrew's there, yeah, Paul's back to 6th then. Bang on that wall was a bad time for Paul, but it is what it is. So let's go back to the leader then as we head up to the final lap here, or the final sections of the final lap. So Chan, he's just slowed it down a little bit, hasn't he, from Thomas, but comfortable in the end. Congratulations, Chan, that was a great race here, race 2. Got himself out in front and never looked back, did he? So nice, Chan. Maximum points, race 2, congratulations, 1st place. Thomas, good 2nd place for Thomas as well. See him going over the finish there. Jay Dyson, is he going to get the 3rd place? He is. So Jay Dyson going to get 3rd. So there's your podium. Wadrew's got 4th in the end. Paul's got 5th, so he got past Molson, I think. As Molson, he's run out of fuel. Is he going to get there? Not sure. Oh, he did just ahead of Jerry. That was very close. So Jerry just gets 7th. Molson, lucky to have got 6th there, but good battle in the end. Chuck in 8th. Unforgiven gets 9th. Prime in 10th. Coming over now, and Stealth and Sideways didn't get another lap in. They finished 11th and the 12th respectively. So there's your race 2 of the BMW VGT Cup. So catch me again for round 5 next time, and I'll see you then.